and slowly, life starts to feel smaller. Is this you? If your COPD symptoms are getting worse, there may be options that can help you breathe easier and get back to doing more of what matters to you. That could mean walking further, spending more time with family and friends, feeling more confident leaving the house, and getting back to the life you want to live. If your COPD is changing, it's time to have a conversation with your doctor. Visit the COPD Foundation website at isthisyoucopd.org to learn the signs of severe and worsening COPD and the right questions to ask next. Take action today. Breathe better tomorrow.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock right now. And by lock right now, I mean we're staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to want to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from a American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful conversation for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Hey, look, thank you for joining me this Wednesday, May 13, 2026. We got a lot to talk about, Truth Nation. We got a lot to talk about, as usual. And, some things that, I got to address because a lot of conversation been going on about the truth and the new things that are coming. And I'm excited for what, my next 10 years is going to look like. I'm overly excited. So no matter what takes place, I'm always looking forward to challenges, brand new challenges and ideas. As over the last 17 years in my journey, we had to overcome a lot of obstacles in the community. So it's been a blessing to be on this journey, and salute to everybody who have followed me since day one. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know we came a long way, and we still got a long way to go. But I'm excited. Who we got in the chat? Who do we have in the chat? SE, I see you. It's me, SE in the chat. We got Kawanda in the chat. How you doing, Kawanda? Anita in the chat. Jeff, Sincere Runny Ray Real, I see you. Not really a city girl. You go, girl. Sincere Runny Ray Real says salute to everybody. Robert is in the chat. Salute, Robert. And Lori Patterson, I see you. She says, good afternoon, everyone. How you doing? Salute. Now, I had a couple meetings, and this year with the school system, I was doing a lot of work talking to the kids about bullying this year, this last school semester. In spite of all of the stuff that's going on with the budget and NPS and, things that they are doing with the teachers and all of these hot topics going on with NPS, let's not get too far away from the bullying that's been going on with these kids this year. And I'm going to tell you this, it's been bad. I had to go and talk to several schools when mothers reaching out talking about bullying that's going on. One Man Army in the chat. I see you joining the chat. I'll say this. I was taking notes this year, and so I kind of got a good idea of what areas that I want to deal with coming into next school season. Soon as school season start up, and I talked to some people, some people yesterday. I was down at the King Center talking to some brothers at the King Center, and we got some things that we working on right now. And I'll tell you this, salute to Akeem and for hooking me up with some brothers, some good brothers, Ernie Hines from the King Center. We're going to work on some things to present to try to make sure that we do our part when it comes to dealing with the youth. And bullying was just out of control to a certain degree. It was a lot of things in NPS that was out of control to a certain degree. But the kids, I just got a lot of mothers calling me, telling me, hey, Tory, how do we stop this? And I wonder, why don't we have a plan for bullying? Out of all these years. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, they was talking about bullying. And I've been out of school for a long time, and I've been out of school so long that when I go back to the school with like any kindergarten class, those desks look so small to me. Remember when you first went to school and it was your first day, them desks looked so huge?
At the same time when you first walked into school and you didn't know where you was gonna end up, and you started that journey, and you looked at your kindergarten seat and it looked like a big seat, and now you go back and you be like, that's a small seat, and you grew up. You never knew how you was gonna turn out, but these kids are getting beat up and bullied along the way. And then I found out if a kid got an IEP, it's hardly anything they can do. If one kid bullying and messing with 20 students, they try to make it seem like it's isolated every time they hit a student. No, this you come to find out this kid done beat up 40 kids. Why you can't just move him out the way? Move that kid out the way. So I got some things that I wrote down from this year. And next school season, I'm going to be right on top of it, because this was actually my first year just going into the school, talking to the principal, talking to teachers, talking to community organizations. And so I kind of figured out what we can do. And we'll be presenting some ideas. Salute to the brothers down at the King Center that was working with me yesterday. We spent a lot of hours just kind of talking about things that we can put in play. And salute to the CLE Panthers, the football team, the youth football team, the CLE Panthers, the coach over there. A lot of us are getting together to see what we can do. Instead of talking about how bad things are, it's just time to put whatever plans together we can to try to create a space for something good. And I'll say this, there's a lot of good people out here that have good programs that need to come to the forefront that deal with the youth. And we got to support these programs, because it's obvious ain't nobody trying to support these programs, because every time they come to me and say they apply for funding or they ain't getting called back from the leadership, I'm saying, well, how come these people are already dealing with the youth, but nobody's trying to enhance these ideas? But this went on with me. I mean, ain't nobody came to me and say, Tory, we see what you're doing and we're going to help. No, God did it. I'll tell you right now, the operation sometimes was me and the families praying and asking God for guidance. That was the operation. That was the whole operation. And it worked out. That's why I got the confidence that I have, because I know that the Lord gonna make a way out of no way. I know for a fact. Like it ain't even a thought in my brain that it ain't gonna work out, because it will. You just gotta put your trust and faith in God, and then believe in your abilities, your God-given abilities to make it happen. And so as we continue to move forward, we're gonna continue that. And whether we, no matter what the format look like, we still gonna be going at a high level, because our community needs each and every one of us to work to repair the village. 2026, it's time to get them tools out. It's time to get the tools out. Everybody have to bring their talents and gifts to repair the village. It's no one person or no one group that's gonna do it. And we are the people that's living in these neighborhoods. And if we want change, we got to make change. And the other day I saw this big crater that they had on the news, this big pothole in the street, and grandma on there talking about it was a big pothole in the street. And that pothole been there for over a year. And they all been writing and trying to get the city to try to fix it. And they went and dropped like one of them construction things on it and put the construction thing, and the construction thing that they put on the pothole was falling in the crack. Oh, my goodness. So that goes to show that even when we do make a request, that sometimes they may ignore us, no matter how small it is or how big it is. That's the indication that we got to regroup, rethink, and reshape how we getting down in our black communities. Hey, look, when we come back, we gonna get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? We're talking things like old antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, propane cylinders, and pesticides. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away. To MMSD's Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. There are 3 locations open year-round. Let's clean up Milwaukee. Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the U-Path Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation. All in support of Southeastern Wisconsin Performing Arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at U-Path Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upathride.org. That's UPAFRIDE.org.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about 4 walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe, he a soldier for the soul. Power to the people, seeing all the forces moving slow. Open doors for the lows, to the voice of the voices. When you feeling like you running out of choice, boy, Tory got the remedy. Activists going to war for black people, his family. Always got his foot on the pedal, running with no energy. Keeping people at a higher level with his empathy. Call him when you need him. He been an angel, but he had to work for his freedom. And his wings spread for his kingdom. And you know he gotta go to war when he sees demons. He been in them cold nights when he had to learn to hold tight. When the pain from the bottom was too much to bear, he was there to get you through the storm. And the advocate, Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We brought up potholes, and they saying it's a process that you got to go through. You got to fill out a claim if the vehicle got tore up. If you hit the pothole and the vehicle got tore up, you got to prove that the pothole was the reason why your vehicle was messed up. So if your check engine light was on before you hit the pothole, you may not win it. Cause you got to go fight. You got to go fight the city to prove that pothole messed your car up. But we got some video on what to know before filing a claim about possible pothole damage in Milwaukee. And I know, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people don't even report the pothole damage because they on their way to go somewhere. They trying to get somewhere, and you automatically, all of a sudden, you hit this crater in the street, and then you keep going because you got to get somewhere. You ain't got time to stop. I mean, and that's if your car's still running after you hit this thing. Don't hit the one on 22nd Street that was on the news because you may not even get to where you're trying to go. But we got some video on this, what you need to know before filing a claim. If you watch this, we broadcast live. We got video. Let's listen.
It's one of the loudest noises I've ever heard in the car. I've ran over a ton of potholes in the past, and this one was different. It was just like my soul left my body, just reverberating.
River West driver Elliot Hess tells 12 News a pothole caused $800 in damage to his car. He paid out of pocket, but now plans to file a reimbursement claim with the city. So how would that work? City officials require 2 itemized estimates, a valid phone number, email address, and description of what happened. You'd also have to prove that the city or city employees acted negligently or unlawfully. If you choose to have insurance cover your repair bill, experts advise you check your deductible.
Damage caused by a pothole isn't that much, and if you have a high deductible, it might not be worth filing a policy. If the damage is less than the deductible, you don't want to do that.
We've posted a link in the 12 News mobile app where you can file a repair claim with the city of Milwaukee.
Hey, look, I'm trying to tell you, they not finna, you not finna just file this claim and they gonna be, oh, okay. No, you might have to go to court, and then they gonna run a diagnostic on the car. You better not have no trapper either, because you know sometimes when you go to the AutoZone and you get that diagnostic, it be 20 things wrong with the car. So it was already messed up. So I don't know how they say this is how you do it, but I think they're gonna fight you on it. You're not gonna just file this and say, hey, this pothole cost me $800 in damage, and I need you to give me a refund. They're not going to, okay, you're going to find yourself having to go to court. You're going to pay more than you fix the car to probably take them to court to try to, I don't know how they got it set up. But at the end of the day, it look like they're going to fight you on it, Andrew. I know a lot of people that have tore something up on their car, a rim, maybe an axle, because these potholes that you go in, you're going about 35 to 45. Some of y'all got lead feet. Some of y'all got them hard lead feet. Y'all speeding a little bit. You hit these potholes, and then it sinks in, and then you pop back out, and it may mess up the whole steering column, the axle and everything.
Yeah, bend an axle rod or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I don't even know why they got speed bumps in some of these communities, because they got so many potholes. The potholes will get them before the speed bump will. Just saying.
My theory, Tory, is that the reason they leave those potholes there is so they don't have to put on speed bumps.
Oh, wow. Well, what happens when you hit a pothole, then you hit the speed bump?
The babies in the back are flying.
Keep your seatbelt on tight. Keep your seatbelt on tight. Egyptian says, I like how he said a pothole I like how he said a pothole does not do this much damage. It depends on the car. I had to pay near $4,000 for new rims a year ago for a Mercedes. One Man Army says, Tory, I'm looking at a pothole right now at work. Take a picture and send it in. Take a picture and send it in. I told y'all, look, we just want to live. I mean, sometimes you don't want no static. You don't want to be getting into it with nobody. But the pothole gonna pick a fight with you. See, we was talking about bullying when the show first started. Well, what's the real bully out here is them potholes. Because they going to do something to you and you can't do nothing back. And the city going to back it up. I'm trying to tell you. It's so many unexpected costs going on out here with high taxes. At least they can smooth out the streets. You know what my question of the day was going to be today? What is working right with the city? We always talk about what ain't working right. What is working?
The parking maids.
What you say, the parking maids?
The parking maids, people give tickets.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, you got a ticket with your name on it. But what I'm saying is, what kind of relief are we getting from the city? Somebody let me know. Like, we know what they ain't doing, okay? What kind of benefit are we getting from living in the city of Milwaukee. Like, I know we got, the parks and things like that to try to, relax and stuff like that. But if you hit a pothole on the way to the park, you can't even go get a scoop of ice cream right now. You can't, without you hitting a pothole. Did you guys see the pothole crew in the last 2 years? Did you guys see the pothole crew in the last 2 years? I see people out there. I do see that they are doing some things. Even the Brewers, potholes got so bad that the Brewers had to pay to get some of the potholes covered up. That's near, probably the potholes near the stadium. So when you come to tailgate, you don't hit a pothole on the way to the game. Somebody help me out, Truth Nation. What is going right? That's my question of the day. What is working right? I mean, we talk about all of the issues with the PD, with MPS, with city government, things that we wish we want to make happen. We got people crying on the news about housing. Somebody tell me what's working right with the tax money. 833-212-1017. I would love to know. I got some guests coming in. I got some stuff going on the show today. But that's the one question that, because every day I get on the air and I'm just trying to see what is working right. And Andrew said the ticket people, the people that's hitting you with that ticket, if you parked on the wrong side of the street. Oh, he said he's sending me the picture to my Facebook. And I just got a Facebook notification. Let me see what he did. I'm going to tell you right now, y'all better start fighting for y'all lives. Y'all better, no, it's a nasty one. This is a nasty pothole, Andrew. I'm going to send you this pothole. Look, oh, my goodness. One Man Army just sent me the pothole. This ain't even a pothole. This is a black hole in the street. Your whole car might fall into this pothole and never come back. This is crazy. And the city let this happen?
The pothole ate my car, Tory.
You know what? I'm going to make a horror movie about potholes. Like for Halloween. The whole family excited about going out to do something, and then all of a sudden the music start playing, and then they hit the pothole and the whole car just get tore up. That's terrible. That's horrible. Let's get Millicent before we run the break. How you doing, Millicent?
I'm good, Tory. You know why we can't fix the potholes? Because we're spending $14,000 on lights when y'all knock that down. A water hydrant is almost $35,000. That's why we have to pay now to string the lights up high. So you're knocking over too many stop signs. A stop sign is $5,000. When you see them laying in the street, that's where your tax money's going.
Oh, wow.
That's where your taxes are going. It's to fix that kind of stuff. And then the other part to that is you hit them, knock them down, and you don't have any insurance, so the city can get paid back. So we're just spending money over and over on the same thing. When you see a stoplight down and when you see it back up, that's your tax money.
Well, where did all those concrete things to push people, that whole new road design downtown with all that extra concrete, where did that money come from? Because that could have been used to fix the pothole.
That money came from, let me tell you where that money came from. That money came from our taxes because y'all not raising human beings. You're raising these people who will drive a car and then say, dang, I didn't know my car could knock something over. Dang, I didn't know my car could kill somebody. So a lot of this money y'all complaining about is because kids haven't been raised, and adults haven't been raised to even learn how to drive. You think about that. How many stoplights have you see on a daily basis and stop signs? That's your tax dollars right there.
Okay, well, that's where they putting the money in the repairing the lights from being knocked down. That's what Millicent was saying. All right, well, Marty in the chat says, I hit a pothole on 30th and Capitol yesterday, and I heard saxophones. I heard was those saxophones playing. You know the creepy movie Saxophone? That little low noise, like the monster right before the monster gets you. I'm finna make a horror movie called The Pothole. Hey, it's gonna be powerful. And look, when we come back, we're going to have the Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flysshf.org and ask for an application.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year, and that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay, and based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year, but the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem, but the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Truth app.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, may I ask a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog.
Great. Do you have a pool outside?
Nope, just a big old backyard.
Nice. Another question. Are there any unlocked guns in the home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, let's just talk about what we can bring for dessert.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
This sports update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Milwaukee Brewers got the first win of the series against the San Diego Padres. Joey Ortiz with his best game of 2026. Ortiz went 2 for 3 in the contest and blasted his first homer of the season.
1-2, fly deep, left field. Back goes Laureano, back track, back wall. See you later. Joey Ortiz has left the building. The first of the season for the Brewers shortstop, and Milwaukee strikes first. 1-0, bottom of the third inning, a deep one out to left.
The Crew is back at it tonight against the Padres at 6:40. The NFL schedule drops tomorrow night at 8 p.m. The Green Bay Packers have known their home and away opponents since the end of last season, but they'll soon learn the times and dates of all of their games. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 1017 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
advocate. Seeing how you move, I can see you had a clue. It take courage to do what you had to do. What would Tory do? Advocate. Hard as I can go. I hope you understand. If I fall, the world might end, so I can't pretend. But I can recommend. Call Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got Nazir and Spencer in the studio for the Pop Culture Report.
Yeah, yo.
There's a lot going on in this Pop Culture
we got
report today.
We got a list to go through real quick, okay?
A couple lists to go through.
An actual list right here, all right? I want to bring something to your attention, okay? Athletes these days, they love to go to the white side, the snow bunnies and everything like that. There's nothing wrong with cool, do what you got to do.
Right. A lot of people like to,
you like to be a few in the water.
They like to play in the snow.
Yeah, go ahead, do what you got to do. You'll find out.
Love is love. Right. They got this out there. It's equal love now.
Exactly. So do what you got to do.
Right.
But apparently, I don't know if this is real or not, but this is like, Andrew found this actually, fun fact. There's a list of there's a checklist on how to get a black athlete for white women.
Oh, so it's a rule book.
Yeah, it's like a manifesto. Not even a rule book. You don't got to follow it. It's just like things that will work for you, To
get a black athlete.
Yes.
Division I.
It don't matter what division it is. White girls will go for any girl, really.
So are they targeting black athletes?
Well,
because sometimes they get them early. Like a lot of people were like, how did they end up being with this person? Well, they saw this person had potential, and then they got them and invested in them.
Yeah, and they put their all into it. They probably motivating them. Hey, go out there and score some touchdowns.
Because that's a part of the plan. They got to get one, but then they got to make it to fulfill.
So
the manifesto.
They treat you like a bank. They put some money in you, and you go in there, put some money in your Roth. And hopefully down the line you a millionaire, billionaire. Now there's a list, and I don't know if you got this up for pictures or not, but I'm about to read.
It's a picture that came with this.
No, it's just a list of it.
Okay, we got the list, Andrew.
I'm gonna read it.
Let's get the list up for Truth Nation to see what the list. They got a list out here how to get how white girls can get black athletes.
Rule number 1 is the foundation to lure an athlete with a pick-me mindset. He's the prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his.
Oh, so rule number 1.
Find a dude that is full of himself.
And then serve him.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes, basically.
Whatever he say.
Yeah, anything he say.
Oh,
I'm the prize.
It's already some women that got eliminated from that.
I'm telling you.
There's a lot of women. I'm talking about they ain't finna just be a pick me.
That's true. Yeah, no girl go sit. I'm
talking about they got. This is a plan.
Yeah, this is a plan. Some girls can't sit through that.
Yes, they can't. They can't. If you tell them what to do, they may not listen to everything you say.
That's step 1.
But step 1 is whatever he say. You got. If he asks for a water,
Oh man,
anything, whatever you there. There's every beck and call.
Yes. So he's
oh wow, that's a strong one.
Yeah, remember it. He can change your life. You can't change his. All right. Well, that's a strong.
That's strong.
Strong start, right?
You can get worse. You can get any man off of that one,
Yeah. hey, ladies, listen. Men are easy, man. All right. Listen.
Right.
Rule number 2: dealing with cheating. Don't look for it. If it's just a fling, let it go. He's the prize. Remember.
That's the extra.
I'm telling you.
You don't talk about 5% of women that can make it past the first 2.
This ain't even.
It did nail down the list to probably 5%.
This ain't just white women, by the way. This black girls can do this too. Mixed Latinas don't matter.
People go crazy when they.
I'm trying to tell you. I've seen it. People cheating, they would be right back together a week later. It's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like this is the rule they following. Yeah. Hey, look, he going through his little. So is Royal O stage. Yeah. If I can surpass this stage and show that I'm the number 1, then I might be still in the game.
If I stick around, he go see that I'm for him and only
that
him.
I love him.
I'm telling you, people do that.
The first 2 that cut the list.
That's crazy.
It went from like.
It went down.
It went down. I don't know how many women left.
It went down.
That could possibly endure this.
You got to really be with this plan of yours, and you got to really invest in this. All right, that's rule number 2. All right, rule number 3: completely integrate yourself in his life to where he can't function without you. That's a good one.
Like washing his clothes.
That's a good. I'm telling you,
getting his food,
all the little stuff.
Going to Starbucks.
Bring him some food.
You know, making sure he got what he needs for the practice.
Back massage.
Oh,
I'm telling you, it's the little stuff.
I think we're down to 2%.
No,
after the first 3 rules, how many women gonna do all of this?
I think the third one, a lot of women would do. The third one,
what's the third one? Hey, make sure you integrate into his life.
So he can't function without. I think a lot of women do that.
Okay, I do think they do that.
The first 2 is crazy.
But they not finna do everything.
No, not everything. But the little stuff that he can't do, like he's not good at, like
fill out a resume.
Or do his laundry every week or something like that, you know? I'm telling you, people, this is real stuff. This is
keep up with some of the doctor's appointments.
Yes. Know how his insurance works.
Manage him.
Yes. Be like his. Not. It's weird to say, but be like his mother, kind of like. Don't actually be his mother. But
Mo the Elephant says, Nazir, the white women made the list, not the black women. Focus, my brother.
I agree. I'm just saying this isn't just white women that do certain stuff like this. This is for the white women list, though. Absolutely.
Right. This is how to get the athlete.
Yes, this is how to get the athlete in general. This
Prime real estate.
Yes, this is just white women material because a lot of white men do this, okay? Stay with me. Rule number 4, don't embarrass him, don't cheat, and don't text other men.
Staying loyal.
Yeah. Hey, 3 and 4 is like...
Hold on. What rule is this?
This is
number 4?
This is number 4.
We down to like 4% of women that's able to. I'm talking about go all the way to 4. We every time another rule come up,
we got 3 more.
It gets smaller. The pool gets smaller and smaller.
We got 3 more. All right. Number 5, go completely wild on him in bed.
Oh, just go wait, just buck wild.
Yeah, just
it's over.
Put some Chris Brown on and yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Hey,
go crazy.
3 to 5 is like
that's what I'm saying.
That's normal stuff.
But what I'm saying is now he's eyes wide open.
Right. So
we used to call that the whip appeal.
Oh yeah, we still call it that.
Like you got whipped.
Yeah, you got
handpicked.
Yeah.
Like Travis Hunter.
Oh man, don't even.
That's exactly what happened.
That's
exactly what happened to Travis Hunter.
Oh man, all right.
The whole community was telling him to leave that girl.
We was trying. So man,
I'm trying to. She was listening. She used this list.
I'm telling you, she did.
This list might be powerful.
She know what she's doing. She's smart. I respect it. Do what you gotta do. Hey, rule number 6: do not tell his mom any personal information. I don't know what that means. Like what?
Because sometimes the mom will try to ask you, the girlfriend, what's going on. And, because you around them all the time. Now that you didn't solidify them and you didn't implement yourself in every aspect of his life, the mama think, okay, I got somebody. Because she was the first one to get him involved in the training. Right. They trying to dislodge her. Ooh, okay. That's sneaky. That's what happened. That's what they say what happened with Kobe.
Yeah.
With his parents.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
With Vanessa.
Oh, man.
This is what they were saying. She locked me. He didn't want to give his family no money.
Yep.
So cut them out by keeping all the secrets.
That's a good rule. I mean,
oh wow.
Not like, not like for me, but like just like in general. Like I've seen that. That's a secret one. Like nobody know of. That's like deep.
They spilling all the tea right here.
Yeah, that's deep. That's a deep one. Hey, we got one.
This how you cut the mother off from the.
That's deep. That's deep. Hey, I don't like that rule, but that's deep. That's deep.
You got to watch it now, Jay. You up and coming now.
Oh, you're right. You're right. This let's go open my eyes a little bit. We got one more rule though. Okay. Always look good and appealing, no matter what.
Always look good. Get up and look good.
Yeah, you got to
smell good.
You got to look good and be appealing.
Keep up with your hygiene.
Post pictures, but only like
glamorous.
Only glamorous. No sexual stuff.
Be like a fantasy or something.
Man, not even a fantasy.
If you look good all the time, he'll always be thinking about you.
Right. Keep the appeal up. Keep the money going. Kind of how it is.
That's dangerous.
That's a dangerous one.
What number we at now?
That was 7. That was all 7.
We down to like 3% right now. 3% of women that could probably keep.
Yeah. That's tough.
Well, we're going to run the break. When we come back, we got, how many? We got 3 left?
That was 7. That was
that was it?
We can discuss it more after.
Okay, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, just right there.
Yeah, all 7. Yeah, we can talk about it a little bit after that.
3% of women probably can accomplish this list.
Yeah, that's a wild list.
You got to be on a mission to accomplish this list.
It's more than the mission. You got to be
dedicated,
ready and set. Yeah, you got to be locked in, super locked in forever.
With a double espresso.
Oh man.
Hey, look, when we come back, we're gonna have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
Another function of white supremacy, don't teach black people stuff, because if you give us a little bit of knowledge, we'll invent something totally new. That's why it was illegal to teach slaves to read, because if we could read, then we could write. And if we could write, we could communicate. And if we could communicate, we could plan. And if we could plan, we could strategize. And if we can plan and write and read and communicate and strategize, we could overthrow white supremacy, because they've always known how fragile it is.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon.
At Versity on King, we believe taking care of our community starts right here, together. Every day, neighbors step up to donate blood, helping save lives in Milwaukee and beyond. But Versity on King is more than a donor center. It's a place for health education, community connection, and support, especially for families facing conditions like sickle cell disease. When you donate blood, you're not just giving. You're showing up for your community. Visit versity.org/VersityOnKing to learn more or schedule your donation today. Versity on King, rooted in community, powered by hope.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
We out here fighting for the people. We out here fighting for the people. I can make a sequel. All these murders is getting lethal. Low. We out here fighting for the people. It's like a slaughterhouse, and we need a water drought. They tryna wipe us out. We out here fighting for the people. We out here fighting for the people.
101.
What we doing?
7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Nazir Spencer. Hey, look, Nazir, that list was crazy.
Yeah, that was a wild list.
I thought it was some more stuff because I kind of liked.
I like that.
It was kind of sounded powerful a little bit. That's why these athletes ain't, when they choose the one.
Look,
you find out they was dealing with this person since high school or senior year high school or college freshman. Yeah.
Look, I know a few athletes, all right, that have gone through this series of how many women can I please at once, okay? They have this main girl who abides by the list that we just went by. You gotta make sure he the prize. You gotta deal with cheating. You gotta do the little things for him. Make sure that he's straight. Look good always. Do all the little stuff, and let him cheat. Do what he want to do. All right. And this dude will go off and cheat. The girl will know about it. She'll feel sad, but she'll still.
Because she's staying on the mission. She's not going to let her emotions get involved and secure in the bag.
But here's the thing. As soon as that guy is not able to make it to the big leagues or even the G League,
right,
it's over.
Yeah, but like I said, they failed the mission.
Yeah,
you got to abort.
Yeah, the girl's
You got to
off.
abort the mission.
Yeah, the girl's done.
You may have to try to find another route to catch somebody on the up and up or be a groupie for another.
Yeah.
Somebody that made it.
And it'll work too.
Yeah.
As long as you go by
she gonna take those same strategies and
apply it to be a side chick to another athlete.
Athletes better, they gotta figure this out, because if you don't make it, you'll look stupid, man.
Hey, look, Not Really a City Girl says, so what about the regular man? Should he get that treatment, or is there a different list?
There's a different list for regular men. There's a different list for regular men.
Hey, if you ain't got no ambition, you may not have that list.
Yeah, it's a regular.
You got to be on the target to get the bag.
I think
this is for anybody that's trying to get a secured position in somebody's life,
like
that's destined to get the bag.
If you want a supermax like the NBA players, you got to lock in like him.
A supermax player. Oh wow,
that's what I'm saying. Not even like you can have a max contract deal or something. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Become a professional athlete. Yeah.
Yeah, just become
a professional anything.
A good role player.
Anytime you get in the bag, this the list.
You can be in like music.
You can apply this to anybody that's getting money.
Literally, if you're a musical artist and you are a girl that sees potential, and he getting the following, he going to shows. I mean, they gonna lock in, especially for music.
They can apply this list to the situation.
Absolutely.
Well, this is what I see the back end. Once they get married, they take half. Ooh.
This list is deep, man.
That's what I'm saying.
This list is deep.
So this is just basically a trap list.
Oh man, when you put it that way,
to set the trap.
They should call it that. The trap.
Because once I get married to you, I ain't gonna forget all the times I had to deal with all these other women and things like that. Now all of a sudden I'm in court crying with the tissue.
Half my money gone.
And I'm taking half.
That's crazy. Hey, this list is dangerous, man. Hey, if y'all listen to the first half, y'all know that these are 7 rules that a lot of white women and a lot of women in general follow. I mean, it's not just pertaining. It's mainly white women.
Well, the white woman wrote it because they gonna write it down. They probably got this on a sticky note.
Right, but this
on the refrigerator.
This can work for any woman.
Yeah, it can go for anybody that want to go through it.
Right. If you got the patience for that, go ahead and do it. I ain't gonna judge you. All right?
This is like I said, they may not like you.
Right.
I always say some people may not like you. They only like what you can do.
Right.
And that's the difference.
Hey, do what you got to do, I guess, at that point.
Hey, you got to be careful. That's why they say Jennifer Lopez said love don't cost a thing.
Oof. That's tough. That's a good line.
Hey.
I like that. Hey, one more list real quick. I want to go by you real quick. I know we've been talking about MJ a lot recently, but I just came across, I don't know if this is real or not, but I just came across his list of food that he would have on his passenger profile, like on planes.
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had a list of food things he would eat.
Yeah, food preferences. Okay. For breakfast, KFC original chicken breast.
Wait a minute, he ate KFC for breakfast?
Yeah, original chicken breast.
And was able to move like that?
I don't know. It's crazy, right? It's the same. Look,
okay.
I'm going to read it. Mashed potatoes, corn, biscuits, scrambled eggs with strawberry jelly, gravy, and spray butter, salmon lox, low-fat wheat bagels, low-fat cream cheese, fruit plate and whole fruit, especially oranges, grapes, apples, and bananas. So that's his breakfast. All right.
He had a piece of chicken for breakfast?
Yeah. Hey, chicken is, it's on the healthier side, all right? Or not?
Is it fried chicken?
No, it's KFC. It's a chicken breast.
Oh, wow.
It's a chicken breast.
Okay.
So, yeah, original chicken breast. All right, for lunch, KFC original chicken breast. Mashed potatoes, gravy. On the
Did he have a deal with KFC or something?
He must have had something, right? If traveling for a number of consecutive days, we'll try other forms of chicken, but would still like the KFC.
Well, what I'm saying is, I just passed the KFC, and I was just telling somebody, I haven't eaten KFC in years.
Minute, right? That's crazy. I always think about that, and people still go there all the time. I never had the desire to go to KFC that much. Popeye's better, anyways. Yeah.
Popeyes, it did come around, a lot better. But what I'm saying is, I remember when I was a kid, KFC was going crazy over KFC. Everybody needed a little KFC.
Yeah. Look, this dinner is the same thing. KFC original chicken breast.
This was before Popeyes, though.
This is before Popeyes. This is in 2003.
Okay.
So this is his passenger profile. So if he's getting on a plane, he wants KFC, pretty much.
And
he still may.
So that's it. Is there anything else?
Beverage preferences, white wine and Diet Coke can.
He made a song about white wine.
Yeah, 7-Up, Orange Crush, or Fruit Punch.
7-Up. I like 7-Up. It's that's one of my favorite.
People thought he was turning white, but he couldn't get rid of the blacks out of him. You know, this is all.
I thought he had the skin thing with the skin.
Yeah, he did. But people just thought he was trying to be.
I'm seeing pictures now with them showing his body with the vertigo. I think that's what.
Yeah.
Is that AI?
No, I mean
Oh, that's how he looked.
That's how he looked
without all the makeup and stuff like that.
Without all the makeup, it was all over him. And he just didn't want to look like that. I guess he was insecure about that. So that's his list of food. I don't know why. I thought it was funny.
Well, maybe he knew something about KFC chicken that we didn't know.
The chicken breast, original chicken breast. I'm gonna go try that out.
Maybe that's why they got the chicken biscuit.
Oh wow, he would have loved that. Yeah. He would have loved that. He probably ate that all the time. Now that I think about it, that's crazy actually. Hey, real quick, we've been talking about the Chris Brown and Usher concert, and we talked about his
Here we go.
Today. And look, he had a little video about him addressing the hate of his album, and he pretty much said like he don't really care. Like if you don't listen to him, he don't want you to listen to him. He want all his fans.
Well, he can say that now because the concert sold out.
Well, and his album's
You can talk tough when you success.
His album's doing numbers though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you can talk tough because
you
don't. Critics mean nothing when you successful.
Right, I agree. And that tour is going to do numbers now because, I mean, even the backlash, people still go to his concert and even support him even more.
Everything that Chris Brown does now is a part of history.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he knows that no matter what he drops, it's kind of like Eminem. Like
that's true.
When you get to a certain iconic space, now they just want anything you're doing because it's a collector's piece. You know, they're going to save it. They're going to make sure that they got the original. You know, some people like to collect the original ideas. Some people buy 3 CDs. They used to buy 3 CDs, open up one and save 2. Collecting. That's when you become so important to the culture that they just start collecting everything you do after that.
Hey, speaking of albums, though, real quick, Iceman drops tomorrow night. I mean, really Friday, but tomorrow night.
Are you looking forward to the Iceman drop?
I am. I'm scared because he hasn't released a single or nothing. No single, just a little bit of hype on his Instagram, and he did the whole ice thing in Toronto, had it melt. Somebody, found the list on when stuff comes out, the track list. Look, I'm a little nervous because I haven't heard him. I haven't heard anything.
Drake always drops right before the summer too.
Right.
All his album drops are usually right around April, May. Yeah,
it's a smart.
So he trying to take over the summer with this.
Yeah, him and Chris Brown are like always going head to head in the summer. It's kind of crazy. So, Iceman drops tomorrow night at midnight. I'm excited, but also a little nervous. We'll see how that goes.
Here we go. You nervous for Drake?
A little bit.
You hope it hit.
I hope it does.
You want him to hit?
I want him to do good. Yes.
Also, Kendrick Lamar songs have been taken off of YouTube. They said Luther and They Not Like Us. The 2 songs they said they
got put back up, but all the views are gone. It's weird. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
They clearing the way for Drake Iceman album.
They doing Kendrick dirty. He ain't even doing nothing.
Oh wow.
2 years. 2 years ago.
He paid the cyber bullies to come and delete his songs, the bots.
Yeah, the bots. Yeah, whatever. the bots gonna be all over Drake album on Friday.
Right. Well,
we'll see.
All right, thank you for that pop culture report, Nazir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we have more conversations. Stay locked in.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
So I was shocked that they let an advocate get on the air, because I was like, man, do y'all really want to know what's really going on out here in these streets? I wish I could have a whole show that y'all could listen to every phone call that come to my. I could do a whole show on my voice message. Just people calling, talking about what's happening. Just off the voice message, y'all wouldn't even believe what I got in my voice message. That if I'm gonna start a podcast after show, I'm gonna let y'all hear the raw material because we can't even play it on the air. That's how real it is out here. That's why I ain't got time for all y'all all that extra stuff that y'all be trying to do. I'm just happy that we're able to have these great, powerful conversations. But I'm going to always remind y'all that we got to still get out here and get to work.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage. Because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person. Complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a bright, focused foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. Locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I got a guest on the phone lines. We got Dre Sean on the phone lines. We want to talk about a situation that happened in Walworth County. I'm going to read what he wrote me. He says, on May 7, 2026, while working approximately at 9:30 p.m., I was pulled over in Walworth County. I was stopped due to me having one plate on my rental vehicle. I stated this was a rental. Then he accused me of not having my seatbelt on. I proved that I did. Then he admitted that he stopped me because he saw me go to a building with nothing and returned with something in my hand. After I refused to tell him why I was there, he told me to get out of my vehicle. I asked for a supervisor and was told I didn't have the right to a supervisor. While detained, a K-9 unit was called, and I was surrounded by 6 officers. They checked my car without my consent, and I was wrongfully arrested. We got Dre Sean on the lines. How you doing, Dre Sean?
I'm just hanging in there, brother. Honestly, it's been a rough days for me.
Can you explain what's going on with this situation?
So I work for a company that picks up veterinarian specimens throughout Wisconsin. I do night shifts, so I'm out there, man. I work 15 hours a day. I'm out there in these rural areas where, honestly, harassment from the police is heavy. I'm so used to it. When I pass by police officers, I instantly know to turn on my phone because the result has always been the same for me. They're going to get behind you. They're going to follow you, put that white light on you, and they're going, some of them will speed up to you. You know that they running the plates. I make sure I stay on cruise control, so I give them no excuse to pull me over. On May 7th at 9:30, I'm headed towards Walworth, Wisconsin, a clinic, and I noticed that the Walworth Sheriff's Department was ducked off. My high beams hit their vehicle, and that's how I can identify them as police officers, or sheriffs, excuse me. When I passed them, immediately I hit play. They did exactly what I thought they would do. They got right behind me. They followed me all the way to the clinic. I get to the clinic. I'm talking on the phone, nervous, just really giving my opinion on what it feels like to be in America working, just trying to make a living. I'm like, wow, here we go again, man. I'm on the phone. I got to keep it recorded while I'm doing my job because I'm being harassed. I look over right at the edge of the next block. Both sheriffs is just staring me down from their car. I just continue to do what I was doing. I get in my vehicle. I pull past them. Right when I pull past them, they jet behind me. They didn't hit the red and blue lights on me right away. They did what usually happens to me. They put that white beam light on you, and they just follow you, almost like they trying to intimidate you. Once I pulled to the side, because, Tory, I'm kind of tired of that. I said, I'm not going to keep driving and being harassed. It's already thin, rural area roads where you're trying to hold on and make sure you don't go off of it or make a mistake, wrong turn. So I pull over. That's when they hit me with the lights. He comes to my door. He says, hey, I stopped you because I noticed that you have a Iowa plate. And Iowa is a 2-plate state. And I said, okay. He said, yeah, you only have one in the back. What's the issue? I told him this is a rental from Enterprise. I have no control over that at all. I rent these vehicles because this is how I make my money. I don't use my personal vehicles. He immediately hit me with, oh, well, you're not wearing your seatbelt. I told him, no, sir, we're not doing that. I've been recording since you've been following me. I had my seatbelt on. It'll show that I had my seatbelt on prior to you coming to the car. Then I clicked my seatbelt off. It immediately switched. He told me, and it's recorded, he said, well, the reason why I really stopped you is because I noticed that you pulled over, you parked in front of a building, you got out. He said, it didn't look like you were doing anything, but when you came back to the vehicle, you had a package in your hand. I told him, yes, that is correct. I had a package in my hand. He asked for my driver's license. I gave him my driver's license. Immediately, he came back and said, I'm going to need you to step out the car. I told him, sir, can I get a sergeant out here? Is that necessary for me to step out the car? He said, yeah, I'm asking you to step out. I step out of the vehicle. They was aggressive immediately. Walked up on the side of me. I remember telling him, there's no need for you to bump into me. I'm not a threat. He denied, I'm not bumping. I'm telling him, yes, you've been very aggressive towards me. I'm walking towards your cruiser. I get to the cruiser. I'm cold. I'm like, sir, what we doing? Why am I out of the car? He's like, oh, yeah, I read the plates and nothing came back. I said, you telling me that nothing came back? I don't believe you. He said, yeah, nothing came back on the vehicle. I need to prove that this is your rental. Then I said, okay, what you want me to do? He told me, pull up an email, show me that this is your rental. I pulled up the email. His partner is looking at my phone. That's how close they was. I had no space at all. He sees Enterprise. I have over at least 25, 50 at the most emails because this is what I do on a consistent basis. I rent from Enterprise. So that's proof right there that this is my rental. But I picked up the latest email I received, which was a day prior, from Enterprise saying, Drayshawn, thank you for renting the vehicle from Enterprise. I showed it to his partner. His partner goes back, showed it to his partner, and came back to me and said, oh, yeah, we need the return date. Immediately, I knew, listen, I told him, I'm not dealing with this.
They was trying to find
This is not
ways.
what we're doing right now.
They was trying to find ways. They was trying to find anything, and they was just combing through. When one thing failed, they tried to do another thing.
I'm sitting sitting there asking for a sergeant. I asked for a sergeant over 20 times on the video. No sergeant, but different police officers are pulling up, staring me down. You know, I felt attacked, man. I told him, listen, what are we doing here? Are you going to give me a citation for the one plate, or are you going to let me go? He said, oh, no, we're waiting on a police dog. That's when immediately I said, listen, there's no drugs in the vehicle. None at all. I don't be around drugs. I'm not associated with none of that. I'm just here to work. There's no drugs. I explained to him, I said, if you did your investigation while you and your partner was staring me down, you would have knew that the building said veterinarian clinic. I said, I work for a company. I can prove that. I can have the individual who gave me the contract call you and let you know what was in my hand. Immediately, I told him, if you see the clear bags, it's clear. It's feces. It's blood, urine from dogs.
Oh, wow.
I got no answer at all. I got no answer. I said, so, sir, you concerned of me going to a building? And I did ask him, I said, if a white man pull up right now to this building and he walks up to that door with nothing in his hand, come back with something in his hand, you going to pull him over? I got no answer from the sheriff at all. Once the police dog arrived and sniffed around my vehicle, I was immediately surrounded by police officers in handcuffs saying that the dog hit something. I was upset because like I said, I don't be around drugs. It's not a drug around me at all. That's not how I move. I'm legit all the way. He said, oh, no, something has to be in the vehicle. They started searching my vehicle. I then told the police officer, the only thing that is in my vehicle is my firearm in the glove department, which I purchased myself. It's not illegal. And he said it on the video. Well, it's not illegal for you to have a firearm. But yet I was still arrested because I had a firearm, saying that it was illegal concealed. I was taken into custody.
Wow. Well, the judge should throw that out, you know, because a lot of this was fruit from a poisonous tree. The stop was not even a valid stop. This was harassment.
Man, my life's being turned upside down. I can't believe that it's 2026. And when I tell you, man, when I go to these rural areas with these sheriffs and these police officers, if whoever is listening, if you don't believe me, you get in the car and you take a ride down there and you tell me how you feel.
County.
I promise you, they will remind you that you are not welcome there. They don't want you there. The harassment from the law enforcement in these towns is ridiculous. It brings anxiety for no reason. I never thought in my life that it would be police officers that would have my anxiety up the roof.
And once you explained that you were doing a job, they continued to harass you.
They continued to harass me. I explained to him before the police dog arrived. I told him, I even gave him permission to search me because he said, keep your hands out your pocket. I told him, listen, the fact that I'm not a criminal, the terms and the body languages, I'm not familiar with it. So I may put my hands in my pocket because it's cold. So let me help you out, and you go on and you search me so you will know I have nothing on me, because I don't want you to shoot me thinking that I have something. I'm just a normal human being, cold, putting my hands in my pocket.
Well, look, we finna run the break, Drayshawn. When we come back, I want to talk about how long were you detained and what has taken place since this has happened. And it's so much to this story because you feel like they were going to take you out in the field and kill you. I want to talk about that when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Walk in for a suit, walk out with two. It's buy one, get one half off throughout May at Nicobani's. Suits, blazers, hats, jeans, and more. Everything you need from a hands-on team that styles you from head to toe. Find a suit, add shoes for half the price. Land the perfect two-piece set, now add a vest for 50% less. Prom, graduation, galas, whatever's on your calendar, now's the time to stop in to Nicobani's. Second floor at Mayfair Mall across from AMC. Buy one, get one half off throughout May at Nicobani's. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details.
On Thursday, May 28th, join Sharp for the 10th annual Unwrapped MKE from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 3rd Street Market Hall. Unwrapped is an evening of community, creativity, and food. Top area chefs will create gourmet appetizer, entree, and dessert bites using McDonald's ingredients. The fundraiser will support Sharp's STEAM-based education programs, serving thousands of urban elementary students in schools throughout Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Let me tell you something. If you need me, you know how to find me. But keep doing what you doing. I'm proud of you. Yeah, yeah. He who finds himself losing himself for my sake will find it. Yeah, yeah. And he who loses his life for my sake will find it. I've been praying for peace. I've been praying for peace. Tired of fighting these beats, but they need me in these streets. Yeah.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, Truth Nation. We got a story today. We got a black man, Drayshawn, on the lines. He said he was in Walworth County, where he was pulled over while he was working, and officers harassed him and even found a reason to arrest him while he was working. And he was afraid for his life. Drayshawn, how you doing?
I'm still here, brother.
Once they were able to try to get you to a situation where they could actually try to detain you, what took place after that?
Oh, man, the ride was all I can think about in the ride, you know, because they already showed me in many different ways. One police officer telling me that there's no such thing as a police badge. After I broke it down to him, all of a sudden he has a police number, badge number. You know, so I already knew what I was dealing with. Man, the ride there was all I can think about is surrendering. I never thought I'd have that moment. You know, you hear about Sandra Bland, you hear about these innocent black people who were killed, but when you sit in that situation, it just hit different. The police officer in front of me, he's cracking his knuckles as we pass in these roads. And he's cracking his knuckles, intimidation tactics towards me.
Oh, wow.
And all I can think of is now the phones is off. I have no one there with me. I had to really put peace in my mind that, okay, Drayshawn, if they pull you to a rural area and they start attacking you, I had to surrender to death. All I can think of is I hope my people don't give up the fight. Because there's nothing I can do. I felt my hands. I felt the handcuffs tight on my wrist. I said, there's no way you can fight them. All you can do is surrender to death. No different than Sandra Bland, no different than the rest that came and lost their life before you. And all I can think of is, please, to my brothers, I know we have issues, my people. I know we got our issues amongst each other, but please don't forget about the fight, because my life is finna be gone. I'm finna perish. And I don't need it to be in vain. I need y'all to know that it's me today and it'll be yours the next day. And it's going to continue unless we do something about it, unless we pay attention to how these people are treating us and coming at us. The law enforcement, I mean, that's all I can think of, man. I close my eyes and I'm like, if they pull in these rural areas, every turn, my anxiety got worse and worse. My knees start shaking. All I can think of is, man, you finna be pulled in a rural area and a bunch of Ku Klux Klan members is finna start beating on you.
Oh, wow. And at that point, you were going through like farm areas at that point.
Farm, no
open
man's
land, a lot of open country roads.
I mean, if you see the town, like I said, if they could take a ride to the town, you would think that you stepped back in the 1960s. The way you'll be treated now, I'm not exaggerating. The way you'll be treated as a black person, you will feel like you back in the 1960s, like certain buildings you shouldn't go to. You're gonna be looked at. You're gonna be mean mugs. I've been on roads. I do it, like I said, I work 15 hours a day. I'm trying to just make a living for myself, starting to start my own business. You can imagine how I feel, man. All I'm trying to do is fight to be better and get somewhere. And I have to deal with racism every single day. I pull up to these towns, they want to speed on 55 miles per hour roads. They will jet towards me like they're going to run into me.
So
nobody doing nothing.
So you regularly have to be out there for work, and while you're out there, you're being harassed by law enforcement.
Oh yeah, I was previous, going back to the reason why I had my firearm. I had to call the police on a white male who blocked me in and told me that I was up to no good. He was following me, refusing to let me out. I had to call the police on him. When the police showed up, I said, can he be arrested or ticketed for disorderly conduct? They told me no, even though they told me that he done did this 5 times prior.
Oh, wow.
Nothing was done to him. So all I can think of is, like I told the cop, I got to be back out here. Y'all not going to be here. I'm in rural areas. What if you said yourself something is wrong with this man? So what if he come and he follow me again? I'm supposed to just let him kill me? That's what you asking me. Like, what world we live in? Where's the protection for my black body, man? I'm not harming nobody. Who going to help me? You know what I'm saying? Where do we get to the point where, as black people, we got to surrender to death? What?
Wow.
We back at that? That man should have been arrested for harassing me. I had proof. The veterinarian clinics I go to got cameras. It was show that he blocked me in. He been following me. I'm the person that called the police on him. And you telling me he did it 5 times prior and he get to go home?
You were out in this Walworth County area at 9:30 p.m. Do you believe that you was, now after your experience, do you believe that you was in a sundown town?
Definitely a sundown town. I even looking around, looking for help, and I realized that. But to be real with you, as I've been delivering, I already knew that's where I'm being sent, to a sundown town. I was told by the guy who gave me the contract that a black female had the contract months prior until I picked it up. She left because of harassment.
Wow.
So I definitely know that that's where I got to pick up at sundown towns. And man, they will remind you where you at.
Wow. What do you want the community to know from this situation as we try to move forward to try to get you some relief? Because this is a violation of your human and civil rights.
I want the people, I want them to know that the fight is not over. And a lot of things in this world is distracting us. But we are in danger. And we some fighters, I can understand that. But that don't take away your fellow brother, your fellow sister that's going to be out there by themselves. I know for a fact if I let this go, that's nothing but a token for that sheriff department to say I can do it to the next black that passed me. Understand that I was not speeding when I passed him, that I'm in a rental, so there's no tents. You see me, if anybody know the term fishbowl, that's what this rental is. It's a fishbowl. You see everything in here. So all I can think of is the next time he see another black person, they're going to get the same treatment. And nobody in these towns is going to leave a house to come in and record or see what's going on. You going to be alone. That's how I felt. I felt like, man, I'm alone out here. When I'm in the back of that cruiser, it's nothing that I could have done if they would have attacked me.
Do you feel that when you talk about the old ways, it's 2026. You saying ain't too much change in these sundown towns?
Nothing changed. Nothing changed. We've been sitting here in these cities trying to be better, trying to focus on what we have to focus on, which is rightfully so in our communities. But I'm telling you, if you're listening, you are still in the same days when Martin Luther King was marching. The only difference is they are out in the outskirts, but they will promise you, if you come out there, I promise you, if you go out there, they will remind you that nothing changed. It's been a big lie, a big lie. We've been bamboozled. We've been lied to. The same people that suppressed our ancestors are still here and alive today. They teaching their children to do the same thing. The law enforcement, the people who swore in to serve and protect you, will be the ones that will harm you.
Well, Drayshawn, I'm sorry that you had to go through this. We're going to see what are the avenues to try to deal with Walworth County. Did you get the officers' names, any information from the incident?
Oh, yeah. I asked immediately for everybody's name. I had one cop that I got it on recording. He was really pretty much showing you why I should be nervous. He all of a sudden, he didn't have a badge number. He didn't have a name. Once I explained to him what you're going to put down on this report, he said, well, I'm not doing the report. I said, if you were doing the report, how do you identify yourself? That's when he gave me his number. So I got all of their numbers, their badge numbers and their names. I'm going through it, man. I work 15 hours a day trying to keep my head above water, and now I have to figure out how I can even fight them, financially, how I can hold in there for a fight, so they won't get away with what they did to me. So it's been a circle, man. I've been going through it for a few days off of what they did to me.
Well, you have video. I want you to come back. I would love for you to come back maybe next week. Next week Tuesday or something like. We got some video that you have taken from the incident, and I'm hoping that there may be some body cam footage from the incident.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you for coming on, Drayshawn, and telling your story. Once again, just a terrible situation that took place out of Walworth County, stopped, harassed by law enforcement, sheriff deputies.
Yeah. Yeah. Surrounded, man. Surrounded.
Are you still on that route? Are you still doing that route?
I gave up the route. Which is hard. It was hard to do because, again, I'm trying to stay above water. I can't risk my life. If I could show you the videos of me being harassed by these police officers and these sheriffs in these towns, it's almost an everyday thing. And all I can think of is when am I going to get the encounter where they do harm me? You know, so far they've been dissing me when somebody is harassing me. You know, I done got that. They've been following me. Now I done got police officers who pretty much wanted to find something on me, told me because I walked up to a building that I'm a drug dealer. I'm a criminal, pretty much.
Doing your job.
Because you walked up to a building. Doing my job, I'm a criminal. So I can only imagine what's next. I can't put my life at risk. Yeah, I need the money, but I just cannot. I can't take that risk. I can't.
All right. Well, thank you for tapping in with us today, and we're going to definitely follow up and get some video together and making sure that people can actually see what you were able to record during that time. I appreciate you for telling your story to Truth Nation today, Dre Sean, and be safe. Hey, look, Truth Nation, when we come back, we'll have more discussion. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the U-Path Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation. All in support of Southeastern Wisconsin Performing Arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at U-Path Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upathRide.org. That's UPAFRIDE.org.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Honest, direct, and always thought-provoking.
Even if the system don't make sense anymore. And that's the part we got to be honest about. Education is not a theory. It's not a title. It's not a category. It's a student, it's a teacher, it's a classroom, and there's learning. Everything, everybody else, including the superintendent herself, are secondary. Assistant superintendents, or whatever the heck you call them, deputy, chief of school, everybody, they are secondary if a child's not learning. The student is the number one thing there. So if we've reached the point where the only way to defend the system is to argue that keeping teachers out of the classroom is essential to education, then we're not just confused. We backwards. And when policy, practice, priorities, and money collide like that, there's only one word for all of this: nonsense.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 to 6, live on YouTube and broadcasting on 1017 The Truth.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This sports update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Milwaukee Brewers got the first win of the series against the San Diego Padres. Joey Ortiz with his best game of 2026. Ortiz went 2 for 3 in the contest and blasted his first homer of the season.
1-2, fly deep, left field. Back goes Laureano, back track, back wall, see you later. Joey Ortiz has left the building. The first of the season for the Brewers shortstop, and Milwaukee strikes first. 1-0, bottom of the third inning, a deep one out to left.
The Crew is back at it tonight against the Padres at 6:40. The NFL schedule drops tomorrow night at 8 p.m. The Green Bay Packers have known their home and away opponents since the end of last season, but they'll soon learn the times and dates of all of their games. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Hey, get him, jump down. 27 standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero. Post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know who had to give. Whose idea was it to blast the trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Get him, jump down. 27 standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero. Post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know who had to give. Whose idea was it to blast the trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Get him, John Brown, 27, standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero, post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know where to give. Whose idea was it to blast a trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Get him, John Brown.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We just heard just a horrible story that took place with Dre Sean out there in Walworth County. We've been talking about sundown towns. Once you get outside of Milwaukee, about maybe even an hour or so, you may be in a sundown town, depending on which direction you're going. And the harassment is real. And this is why I say, like, I don't get high blood pressure over politics or people saying crazy stuff all the time. No, because it's a real fight going on. And we still have to make sure that we protect ourselves many times when we get outside our communities, because you'll find out that ain't too much changed. And the mind state been there. It ain't. A lot of people want to point the finger at one particular idea. It's been like that for a long time. Like, it ain't changed. Some people say it got worse. No, it was worse when they could be extra reckless. It was worse at one point. But the mentality is still there. So we got to make sure that we are understanding two things. We got to regroup, rethink, and reshape the village. And we got to make sure that we start protecting our communities. Many times are vulnerable to a lot of these ideas because we're divide and conquer. We're starting to pay more attention to the divide and conquer and not to the real issue of just human rights right here in America. That fight is still going on. It's still happening. And it's going to take the real focus is on building the infrastructure in our communities. I try to tell people, like, hey, they always talk about how we going to redo Black Wall Street. Well, in order to get a Black Wall Street, you got to know that we need each other, first of all. Like, you got to know that we got to depend on each other. So that's how you build a Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was dependent on the community. Knowing that, okay, if we don't have these grocery stores, if we don't have this transportation, we ain't going to have nothing because ain't nobody going to give us nothing. So, hey, if you want to redo Black Wall Street, you got to really commit and understand that if we don't put it there, it just ain't going to happen. That's Black Wall Street, first of all. Not, let's put a bunch of businesses up. Ain't no need to put a bunch of businesses up if you ain't going to go service the business. You got to know. That's how other communities are doing it. They know that they got to build because that's their survival. They have to trade with each other and do things with each other and employ each other and educate each other to survive. This is the same concept that it has to happen in every community, and a lot of people got away from that. I can say so much on this subject, but I'll say this. Every time I talk to somebody like Dre Sean or that leaves outside of Milwaukee. We got all these issues in Milwaukee. Then once you get outside and try to operate, you are met with the true sickness of America, which is racism. The sickness is alive and well. Understand what I'm saying? But I want to get to this because, we got a lot to cover still in this show today, and we got another possible guest trying to come through with another situation. But I want to get this out since we've been talking about potholes today. Milwaukee adds Saturday shifts to address the pothole crisis. Now it's a pothole crisis, Truth Nation. We've been talking all day on this show. Potholes been coming up. But now it's considered a pothole crisis. You know when they put the word crisis on after another word, it's bad. If you watch this rebroadcast live, we got some video on the pothole crisis that they say is going on in the city of Milwaukee. Let's listen.
A day after a massive hole at 21st and Villard was featured on 12 News, the Milwaukee Common Council is again talking about Milwaukee's growing pothole crisis.
That's just unacceptable.
Alderman Robert Bauman saw the 12 News story and, after today's Common Council meeting, was asked about the recent decision by the Department of Public Works to have crews do pothole repairs even on Saturdays.
Well, they better work weekends, they better work nights, they better work Sundays, they better work 30-hour days as far as I'm concerned.
Case in point, this stretch of 21st Street here, just north of Keith, you can see there's potholes lining nearly the entire block. This whole road could probably use a rebuild, but in the meantime, neighbors say they would settle for some serious pothole work.
You have vehicles going opposite each other, so it's like we had to slowly be careful not hitting each other just to avoid all those potholes.
Jimmy Ollie says it's rough having to take this stretch of 21st Street every day.
I rode past it and bam, it cracked it.
He recently repaired a costly cracked rim from hitting a pothole straight on. He says he has called DPW repeatedly to report the issue, and we heard the same thing from other neighbors here, still waiting for those yellow trucks to arrive to work and do more than pass through.
So it's like, what does it take? Does it take for us to get a flat tire, for a damage to our car? So yeah, it's very important for the city to fix the streets.
The DPW tells 12 News their added Saturday shifts will continue.
Okay. Well, I'll say this. We've been talking about potholes for years. We've been saying that it was a crisis for years. And I'll say this. I don't know. Now it's a crisis. Now it's a pothole crisis, Andrew. That's not a small word to say. A crisis is like out of control.
It was crazy, that stretch of road, Tory. It looked like there was like a meteor shower that hit that street. It was all those craters. It looked like the moon.
There's several streets that I've seen like this. It's almost like when you hit that road, you get to bumping and shaking, and then the car start going crazy because it's so many potholes. You get to rocking and rolling for a second.
Trying to go to the chiropractor might be a way to get a massage.
Hey, we're in a pothole crisis. If you want to call in 833-212-1017. Now that they making it a media crisis, a pothole crisis, maybe they'll do something about it. But if you want to chime in, 833-212-1017, if you want to discuss anything that we've been talking about today. Who do we got on the lines, Andrew? We got Cherie on the lines. How you doing, Cherie?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Blessings. They saying we got a pothole crisis.
Well, you know what? I do home health, so I'm driving around the city, and my car just not going to make it. It's a brand new car. Well, it's a 2024. I bought it brand new. But it's not going to make it because I go all through the city, and if I had just a dime for every pothole, ranging from you know, like the size of just like a cup all the way to like feel like your whole car gonna fall up in there on 22nd and Villard.
Oh, wow.
The people over there said they've been calling since a year ago. They've been calling, and they send people out. What they do is they send those people out that's doing a little brewer signs. It's beyond the brewers. Y'all don't let it get out of control. Y'all don't let something small turn into something that y'all gonna have to tear the whole street apart, put down the rocks. I mean, it needs the construction workers. That's how bad y'all let it get. And it's like, you know, I know Milwaukee, you know, they got 500,000 people. We're a big city. But when you go to other states, like you'll go to Miami, you go to Atlanta, you go to other places, I've not seen it this bad. The only place that I've seen it this bad is Detroit. And I feel like our streets are starting to get like Detroit, Michigan.
Terrible.
It's just like, it's so out of control, we can't do nothing about it. And so now we just getting used to it. It's like, well, what's going to be done about it? You call Channel 6, you call the news every election time.
Right.
You know, you get
every election time they say they're going to fix the pothole.
About it. Shoot. They didn't fix we done voted times. 22nd and Villard. Oh, what? They didn't have to vote over there? I'm sure they did. But it's like, you know, they just sing a dance for us, and then, you know, we just keep on dealing with it. It's just like a bad Tubi movie. You turn it on, you're like, I just saw this. How long are we going to be talking about the potholes?
Man.
Like, we got all this education, we paying all this money out, we pay our taxes, and it's just not getting done. So
and it's like, increasing in taxes.
Right. It's like, okay, what's the next problem? Are we going to have it, you know, is the school conversation going to go a little better? Is what? Because I know they don't think this $600 or this $300 is going to make me feel better about my car being tore up because of all these potholes.
Wow, Cherie. Well, like I said, we trying to figure out the crisis, why, you know, we can't just resolve it. I guess now that the media is starting to focus on the biggest potholes in the city, you know they're going to throw a press conference about the potholes here soon. We got to run the break. When we come back, we got Al, we got John on the lines. We're going to get to them when we get back. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You don't want to be there. You don't like the work. You don't like the people. Now, there are some differences. The only difference is modern American slavery and capitalism versus 19th century. We were dramatically more primitive back then. And a slave that is able to buy their freedom is the same as the disaffected, disgruntled worker that is able to buy their way into entrepreneurship, because that for them is freedom.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
At UW Credit Union, we have best-in-class technology and peopleology. Like if you lose your card, you can stop by in-branch for a same-day replacement, or you can have a new one instantly issued to the app. So whether you prefer interacting with our snappy online interface or our in-person regular faces, UW Credit Union is always here for every you. And whichever you choose, it's the best of both worlds. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Join March for Babies to improve the health of families. The U.S. is among the most dangerous nations for childbirth. With your help, we can tackle America's maternal and infant health crisis. Join us in Milwaukee on May 16th at 9 a.m. at Greenfield Park in West Dallas for this powerful community event. Connect with families, friends, and coworkers while raising critical funds. Every step counts. Sign up today at marchforbabies.org.
After an accident, don't wait to get the help you need. Call Gruber Law Offices first. There is no fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Woo. Oh. Yeah. Big steel toe soul. Advocate talk that 10 toes froze. March in the rain, whole block on hold. Flags in the air, but the ground stay cold. Chalk on the curb, name on the sign. Mama in the front, son doing time. Judge hit a death, didn't read that file, so we came 10 deep on the courthouse side. Old head shit, little kid watch. Whole hood tense, hard on lock. Heard that crack in the captain voice when he see that crowd and he feel that choice. It's that front line, result base, advocate flow. If you a bop, then it's a rap. Move around, die slow. Every step heavy like a drumline rope. Slow it down, feel the power in the rope. We don't talk much, we just show what we know. Ooh, this that front line, fire in the
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. They said that Milwaukee got a pothole crisis, and it's a lot going on. Milwaukee is facing one of the worst pothole problems in recent years, with a record number of reports and crews working extended hours to address the damage. According to the Milwaukee Department of Public Works, they have received over 5,000 pothole reports this year, up 65% compared to previous years. We got John on the lines. How you doing, John?
Hey, Tory, how you good? How you doing, sir?
Blessings, brother. How you doing?
Good. Blessed. And, I thank God for you, because the stuff you bring out on this radio program, I hope these new owners don't change nothing about your show. And with these potholes, from what I drive around a lot, I'm 62 years old. I work 2 jobs. I work 6 days a week. And that hole on 22nd Street, that was never a pothole. That was the poor, shoddy work of our city workers doing a repair in the street.
Oh, wow.
And I see those repairs all over it, because if you look at it, it's a big rectangle, like 2 or 3 feet by 6 feet. And they're doing this all over the city, and then they're not filling them properly, and it stinks. There was one on 108th in Hampton. One side was 3 inches low, the other side was 6 inches high above the street. I call them whoop-de-doos, because it about throws you out your seat like a roller coaster when you go over them. They're all over the city. Our city workers are lazy, and it's just like the people running the city.
Oh, wow.
The city workers are acting just like them. I blame it on the DPW because of street repairs they do.
So you're saying that they not keeping up with the work?
They're not. They fill it in with asphalt, and then they're gone. They don't come back a couple days later to see is everything still level and smooth. Because the one on 108th, they just did like they did on the one on 22nd. They put a big old barricade over it. Why not come out there and fix the hole properly? Because it was something they cut out the street. And there was one on 100th Street. I blew 2 tires on it because of the jagged edges. Because they're not filling them in properly. And I remember when they used to come out with a concrete saw, and they would cut a square hole, do their work, and fill them in properly. Now they just come jackhammer a jagged hole and throw asphalt in it.
And then keep it moving.
And the one thing is, and asphalt, you're doing this on a concrete street. Asphalt and concrete don't go together for a repair.
Oh, wow.
They got to reconcrete them holes back in.
So you're saying that really they have to redo the whole street?
No, if they would just cut out.
I'm talking about on
properly,
22nd. On 22nd.
No, I think if they might have to, because if water got in there, they might eventually have a sinkhole there. Because all the dirt under the street might have washed away.
Under. I told somebody when I saw that, you can look up under the street. That's not a pothole.
Yeah, I saw that on the news the other day. You could see up under this. So that means dirt's washed away. So they're going to have to open up a bigger area to fill it back in properly. Our city workers are lazy.
Oh, wow.
And all the money they get paid from our taxes,
that's terrible. Oh, wow.
It's appalling.
Well, I appreciate you for tapping in, John. We got Al on the lines. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing fine. Most people, when they fix concrete, they use cement or mortar. Why waste taxpayer dollars? You sticking all that goddamn money up in downtown, and everybody sitting there looking all quiet like somebody farted in their nose and left them in their mouth. And then once things get out of hand in the city, don't nobody got this blah, blah, blah. And furthermore, why is the city workers only working 5 days a week? We spending all this money in taxes, and you want to half-ass fix some MF and bullshit or honey iced tea. But let me ask you a question. Do them streets look like that on Newberry, Kenwood,
Sherwood,
Locust, and Hackett? No, they don't. They only doing it because it's the inner city. But keep in mind, the inner city is about Section 8, low income, lost hope, and we're going to give you kibbles and bits, and you're supposed to be a good end and shut the F out. That's why they sit there, and that's why they missing in action.
Oh, wow. That's horrible. That's terrible. We got Brother Love on the lines. Brother Love, how you doing, Brother Love?
Hey, Tory, how's it going?
Hey, we got a pothole crisis. They saying it's a pothole crisis in the city. Have you ever experienced hitting a pothole? What are you seeing?
Hey, Tory, I actually think mental illness and this pothole crisis. I think that mental illness, I think it's a good thing. Because the potholes, Tory, you can't really go too far down. That's why the city got a problem, because there's plumbing and laterals under there. Who knows the depth? So you can't really go. I hit a pothole. I don't know if it was air in the tire before, because I had to take the kids to daycare, and I don't know. So I just don't know, Tory. I just think it's a good thing, Tory.
That we got potholes or what?
No,
What's a good thing for what? Just help me out. What is a good thing?
No, I'm just saying it's a good that we're dealing, we're talking about it.
Oh,
we're bringing it to the surface.
That we're starting to bring attention to the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I agree. I agree with that.
Because God gives his strongest battles to his strongest angels.
And it's gonna take somebody with some strength to get the potholes addressed properly. Hey, it's a crisis, Truth Nation. That's what they saying. When we come back, we got Mr. Hayes on the line. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on May 19th.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
Got him swinging. Throw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in May 19th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Come in with straight truth.
One can invest their whole life and effort in helping the community, and sometimes they don't get nothing back. But you know what? You keep on going with it, okay? God bless you. Happy upcoming Father's Day. And hang on in there. And Tory, don't worry about what nobody say about you, because they're going to talk about you anyway, because they can't do what you do.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
My name is Emma. I am 13 years old. 6 years ago, I was injured in a car accident that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Once I completed rehab, my mom applied for a Canine Companion service dog. Last January, I finally got to meet my service dog, Marcia. We quickly developed a very strong bond. Together, we go to my horseback riding lessons, school band practice, swim meets, and archery classes. Together, we pick vegetables, and we like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we've been having a conversation. A lot of people frustrated. They've been hitting them potholes, and now it's a pothole crisis. And a lot of people said that they've been making complaints, and they haven't resolved the issue of the pothole that's outside on the street. They're saying they got over 5,000 complaints this year, up 65%. We got Mr. Hayes on the lines. He wants to talk about these potholes, the pothole crisis. How you doing, Mr. Hayes?
I'm doing good, brother. Yeah, we should deserve better than that. Them potholes is bad in the inner city, but when I drive out to Pewaukee and Waukesha, they ain't even bad like that. not putting in enough work to solve the problem for us in the inner part. It don't make sense. I agree with Al and the other callers. We should get treated better than that. Like I said, when I drive out to Waukesha and Milwaukee, it's way better out there. There's no problem with all that. So I don't get what they doing. Now they want to have them working Saturday. That it done got real bad. They should have did that in the beginning to stay ahead of the game.
Seems like it was a lack of maintenance on a lot of things, and it just kind of got out of control.
Yeah, you're right. They let it get out of control. They got to put in the work. They getting paid good. They need to put in that work and get that taken care of.
Well, have you had any negative experiences by hitting a pothole?
Yeah, but it didn't bust my tires though. But it's been bad though. Okay. A lot of people busting their tires on them big craters and potholes. It ain't even a pothole; is a crater.
It's bad.
It don't even make sense.
I keep telling people,
it's bad.
Pretty soon, if these cars go missing, it may not be nobody that stole it. If your loved one missing, they might be in a pothole.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to thank you for all the good work you're doing for the community. And that other story got my blood pressure high, man. But in one worse story, that got me hot, man. That's out of order how they doing people over there. I took that ride with you, me and my brother, but that stuff crazy in the sundown town states, how they do people, man.
We had to go out there and deal with the young man that was dealing with
Highland,
Highland with the barnyard situation.
Yep, for sure. We was out there with you. Yeah, that's crazy how they do people. Dude was doing his job, but that was out of order how they did him. That's crazy, man, how you get done out here, and then as soon as you go farther up north.
That's why we got to make sure that we stay vigilant. I'm going to try to work with Dre Sean to see if we can get him some representation, because they got to be checks.
Yeah.
You have to check that, and let them know that
you can't let that blow under the wind.
He ain't the only one that they've been doing this to.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. I know it happened to other people. It's crazy up there, man. I'm with you all the way, no matter what happened with you. Keep up the great work for the community, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, thank you, Brother Hayes. I appreciate you, too. We got Brandon on the lines. How you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing well, Tory. How about yourself?
Blessings, Brother Brandon. What's going on? Have you had an experience with these potholes, and how does it look when you talk about trying to fix this situation?
Yeah. I'm 36, so I've been driving about 20 years, and it's been consistently bad that entire time. I can't remember any era where our streets were smooth. I liken it to riding horseback. Anytime you're going through inner city Milwaukee, just all the bumps, it really doesn't make sense. But what I can say is I do think there's an opportunity for minority businesses to play a role in fixing these potholes. I think a big part
and try to get some of these potholes patched up.
Yeah, I think a big part of why things move so slowly is because our workers from the city, they got some very expensive benefits, so that the cost of repair per pothole is much higher than what it could be if it was done by a private organization. We currently seem to have no problem contracting with large white firms, but I think this is an opportunity where we could, carve out some business development for minority firms, because this is, to be frank, it's not very, very skilled labor. It doesn't take a genius to fill potholes, especially to the degree that we've been doing it. So I really think there's an opportunity there for really spreading the wealth in solving a common problem that we all experience.
Okay, well, like I said, only now you got to go tell what you just told us and go stand at the Common Council and talk to them.
I hear that, brother.
Because
it sounded powerful. Courageous as you.
Hey, look,
I hear you.
We know, but like I said, you would think it'd be all so simple.
Yes, sir.
But they rather make it hard. I appreciate you for tapping in, Brother Brandon. This is just something that we got to discuss, because I just got a picture. I'm going to send it over to Andrew. Another pothole. Hey, look, I'll say this. As we continue to move on throughout the summer, all these different situations we've been dealing with all of these different ideas in the community. And then this is something that when you on the way to resolve the issue, you hit this pothole and cause another issue. Understand what I'm saying? Like, they you're trying to move around about the city, and you gotta worry about this tearing up the car. That's another expense. You may want to check on the elderly. You may want to check on your family member. You may want to have to go take the kids to school. You may want to go and get a checkup or something, and all of a sudden you got an extra $300 damage to your car from hitting one of these potholes. Somebody said that they had to pay a couple $1,000s to fix what damage the pothole did to their vehicle. So what's really going on? I asked a question. What was the question of the day? The question of the day was, what is working right in the city? What's working right? I mean, we talking about potholes. We got a pothole crisis. We got a housing crisis. NPS in a crisis. What's going on? Is the city being maintained? We got Mr. Lee on the line. Let's talk to Mr. Lee.
Hey, good afternoon, Tory.
How you doing, Mr. Lee?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I want to commend you for all the work that you do, and you're doing a good job, brother.
Blessings. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, you're welcome. And the thing with the potholes is that every spring we have that problem. That's because the material we use to fill a hose doesn't last long. It's the same hose every year, and they're getting bigger and bigger. And the problem is when the plows come through in the wintertime, it actually straights up that filler, and then we got the hose all over again. So I think we need to improve on the filler that we're using so that it's more
get better material,
more, lasts longer. Say again?
Better quality material to fill the pothole.
Yeah, because every year the same pothole because the plow truck is always tearing it up. So I think that might help them come up with a better quality material.
Well, all right, Mr. Lee.
I think you need to think about that.
Well, like I said, we paying the tax money. We want better quality. Hey, look, they can at least get something that's going to stick for a minute. I don't even know what's out there. Maybe somebody from the construction sector can call in and talk about what can they fill these potholes with. Are they using the right asphalt? Is it different grades of asphalt? Are we getting the cheapest materials to fill it up, and then we right back at square one? Right after the wintertime, we right back at square one, or what?
We can't afford the nice asphalt?
It got to be some, everything got grade level, different grades. Maybe we getting the poor grade. Maybe we getting the lowest quality. Yeah, maybe the grade of asphalt is lower than the NPS grades. I don't know. I'm asking. Hopefully somebody that work in construction can call and say what really needs to be done, because that's y'all expertise. Y'all out there, y'all dealing with this. Maybe somebody can call in and try to figure this out. That's 833-212-1017. This is tough. The pothole crisis. Somebody said, oh, no, he didn't say that. Barbara in the chat says they need to get some Flex Seal. Flex Seal. It might work. It might work. You could probably get some Flex Seal off Temu. Probably won't cost them that much. Pour a bunch of Flex Seal in there. Hey, not really a city girl. It says, I like the class action lawsuit. We need to take this city to court. Hey, everybody that hit a pothole may have to come together. Make a class action lawsuit. We got Eddie on the lines when we get back. Well, we got to run the break now. Hold on. Eddie, you have to hold on. We got to run the break. When we come back, we got Eddie on the lines. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Join March for Babies to improve the health of families. The U.S. is among the most dangerous nations for childbirth. With your help, we can tackle America's maternal and infant health crisis. Join us in Milwaukee on May 16th at 9 a.m. at Greenfield Park in West Dallas for this powerful community event. Connect with families, friends, and coworkers while raising critical funds. Every step counts. Sign up today at marchforbabies.org.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Sirens sing when the sun get tired. Rounds in the bag, gon' go let know why. Mama on the knees, still calling on higher. Then I seen bro, make it from raw. Telling my pain on the Capitol lawn. Didn't need chains, didn't need war. Just a hard voice in the crowd that roar. Heard my story in a stranger shout. Hey, hey, heard my anger on a different route. I was one move from a cell, no doubt. Hey, now I'm front row when they march this out. Yeah, it's that front line, result base, hey, advocate flow. Hey, if you a bot, then it's a rap. Hey, move around, die slow. Hey, hey, every step heavy like a drum line roll. Slow it down, feel the power in the road. We don't talk much, hey, we just show what we know. Ooh, it's that front line.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got a lot of talk about these potholes, the pothole crisis. We got Eddie on the lines. Eddie want to add in to what is going on with these potholes.
I know that.
Let's get Eddie on the lines.
Good day, Tory Lowe. How you doing today, Tory?
Eddie, we need you to get out here and paint caution signs on the potholes.
Tory, I recently was a Saturday morning. I was on my way to bid a house in Whitefish Bay, and I literally hit a pothole on, let's say, 48th and Center Street. I literally hit it, And I said to myself in a split second, I'm not going to get paranoid. That won't be a flat. Within about 60 feet, I realized it was a flat. And I looked at the pothole. It had to have been 8 inches deep. Okay?
Oh, wow.
These potholes are unbearable in the city. And here's something I wanted to share with you. Tory, now that it can safely be said, I'm the number one Caucasian on 101.7 The Truth. Okay? I am part of Milwaukee's black community. The number one Caucasian. Maybe number one member of Milwaukee's black community, let alone Caucasian. So I went in it's like we're having 2 belts in the UFC. I hold 2 belts.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
I like
But
how
I'm
you
gonna
got
tell
this
you
all
something.
going in your head. Yeah.
I know. Listen, Tory, it just comes. I don't have to pray on it. I don't meditate. It just pops up. Okay? Remember, I got offered a Hollywood TV show, and
We're going to make sure you stay on your medication schedule.
Tory, I don't take medications. That's the beauty of me. Okay. Nothing more than Okay. So anyway, so what I wanted to say is the state has known for years, the biggest lobby in Wisconsin, it goes back and forth. The State Bar Association, I'm not talking about attorneys and lawyers. I'm talking about the Tavern League, okay? Mm-hmm. Number 1. Number 2 is the asphalt lobby, the guys who do concrete and asphalt, and they don't want long-lasting products. They want a product that they put out that lasts for 7 to 10 to 12 years, and the reason for that is, and they could make asphalt street last 20 years. They've had the technology for that for 30 years. But if they asphalt a major thoroughfare, right, and they can asphalt it every 7 to 10 years or every 20 years, you make more money in 7 to 10 years, right, than you do in 20. You make twice the amount of money. So they have a specific blend that they stay away from that they know will last.
Oh, wow.
And because their lobby is so strong in Madison, they get to do what they want to do. It's a very strong lobby. I'm not just talking about this. This was a big talk about 20 years ago, how these people are like dominating Madison. And of course they can, let's say you do interstate highway, that 1 mile is worth more than $1 million for a mile. It's even worth more than that. So if they can do it 3 times in 30 years as opposed to 2 times, guess what they're going to try to do?
Get more money.
Extra money. So they kind of manipulate what will work, what won't work so good, right? How many times we can do this stretch of highway, how many concrete contractors could be in on these
to keep
bids,
the money
and they figure it all out. They do. They do, Tory, So that's the deal.
Well, Eddie, somebody got a question for you.
Yes.
Somebody said that at the Pop Culture Report, we read a list of how it was written. Andrew, kind of explain him what the list was, because it was a list that was brought to our attention how white women get black athletes.
Yeah, it was from the newspaper in Atlanta, Tory. It was white women. It was exposed text messages, a step-by-step process of locking down those athletes in Atlanta.
I think I saw this on a podcast, either on Facebook or Instagram or some site like that, and I think I might have commented on it or something. I can't really remember. But the fact of the matter is, if these guys were working at a Burger King or a Wendy's or at Home Depot or Menards or Culver's, these white women wouldn't be all over these guys. And I hung out when I was younger. I don't know if Andrew's going to know who this is, but Sidney Moncrief at one time would have been considered a top 3 NBA player. He played his whole career, I think, in Milwaukee. And he used to hang out at this mafia restaurant that I worked at. And so we kind of talked a little bit. I was a young kid. And a young player just got traded from San Antonio to Milwaukee. And he was like, I can't believe how many of these white women are giving me their phone numbers. And I said, kid, how old are you? And he goes, 21. I go, you need to cool it. They're not maybe digging you for who you are. If you're working at a Wendy's, right? They might not be digging you as much and giving you the number. You're an NBA player who makes $2.2 million a year, which back then was a huge salary, right? And he looked at me and he goes, no. And Cindy Moncrief goes, listen to Eddie. He's 100% right. You get a lot of attention for the celebrity of it, for the finance of it. And I can't believe these guys would allow themselves to be manipulated by these women.
Somebody said you need a prenup. As long as you have a prenup, it's okay.
You absolutely need a prenup. Here's the problem. A lot of these women aren't signing the prenups.
And they not getting married. You see what happened with the Dallas Cowboy quarterback. She didn't sign a prenup. So you're not getting married.
That's right, but it's not just him. There are more players. And so again, these women wouldn't want not marrying these men because they love them and they're so drawn to them. They can't live without them. There's an emotional, mental, and spiritual bond that goes beyond understanding, and they have to be with that person for the rest of their life. They're going, I want the house outside of Irvine or Plano. Check. I want the $200,000 G-Wagon. Check. I want black cards. Check. I want a tennis club and a country club membership. Check, check. I'm going to know all the right people. And that's what they're marrying. They're not marrying dudes because they're
Why are they not marrying dudes that paint houses? Like Eddie.
Hey, Tory, you would
Why
be
they not
shocked.
dating more white guys?
Listen, I get my share, Tory. The problem is that they're not fun anymore.
Oh, wow.
Women aren't what they used to be. They're not fun anymore. They're a chore. They are chores. You meet them, then you're supposed to, even though they've slept with 70 guys, you're supposed to pretend that they're virtuous and angelic, and you're supposed to be a gentleman to them, right? Even though their body count looks like something out of a cemetery. Tory, it's horrible. A lot of guys, my friends, engineers, doctors, lawyers, we've given up. We've absolutely given up, Tory, because of the state of the modern woman influenced by feminism, Tory. I'm telling you, Tory, I know what I'm talking about. I got 10 years on you.
You were supposed to come in the studio Friday, and you skipped out.
I had COVID. Did I tell you that I got COVID?
Here we go.
Tory, my phone's breaking up.
All right, I think it's a bad connection. All right. Oh, my goodness. You know what? We're going to run the break. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
In Milwaukee County, equity means making sure everyone has a real chance to thrive. That's why the Milwaukee County Office of Equity works to help remove barriers, strengthen community connections, and support fair access to opportunities across Milwaukee County. Want to learn what they do, explore resources, or find ways to get involved? Just search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online. Milwaukee County Office of Equity, advancing equity for all Milwaukee County residents. For more information, search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online.
Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the U-Path Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation. All in support of Southeastern Wisconsin Performing Arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at U-Path Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upathRide.org. That's UPAFRIDE.org.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem. But the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Lola Bakare has had her work cut out for her lately. She's an award-winning inclusive marketing strategist and author of the book, Responsible Marketing, How to Create an Authentic and Inclusive Marketing Strategy. The current political climate makes it trickier for companies to navigate how to treat questions of diversity and inclusion. But Bakare's advice is simple.
You always look out for three things: the social impact you have on all of their stakeholders, communities, customers, employees, etc. You look out for your brand's reputation, and you look out for your commercial impact. And your actions need to have positive effects on those three things for them to be valid. Right? So that is where telling a brand that they should pull back from anything related to DEI doesn't make sense on any of those three levers, especially the third when we think about commercial impact.
Bakare speaking to Bloomberg. She's also founder of boutique consultancy firm B Co. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner. On the Black Business Beat.
This sports update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Milwaukee Brewers got the first win of the series against the San Diego Padres. Joey Ortiz with his best game of 2026. Ortiz went 2 for 3 in the contest and blasted his first homer of the season.
1-2, fly deep, left field. Back goes Laureano, back track, back wall. See you later. Joey Ortiz has left the building. The first of the season for the Brewers shortstop, and Milwaukee strikes first. 1-0. Bottom of the third inning. A deep one out to left.
The Crew is back at it tonight against the Padres at 6:40. The NFL schedule drops tomorrow night at 8 p.m. The Green Bay Packers have known their home and away opponents since the end of last season, but they'll soon learn the times and dates of all of their games. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. I came from the curb where the gutter speak fluent pain. Rusty hydrants leak memories every time it rained. No cable in the crib, we just stared at the ceiling stains. Plotting on a lick while the sirens play musical chairs again. Grams in the cereal box, razor blade calendar. I was weighing out my future while my teachers used to failing me. Mama worked 2 shifts till the light stayed amateur, so I practiced on a scale till the numbers acted flattering. First flip was a 20, turned it to a clean deuce. By Friday I was neck deep in a pair of new boots. County checks bouncing, but my trap jumped like crisscross. Kitchen full of white, like the linens at the Ritz bars. Cold stove, hot water, pot singing like Mary J. I just mixed emotion with the soda, that's therapy. Corner store profit, every bottle return is a parlay. Now the whole strip know my name like it's Valentine's Day. Talk small, move large, never fit in a dialogue. I was built for the risk, every scar is a visual resume. If you really about that action, put your phone in the freezer, cause the feds got ears and the walls get eager.
Every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance at Milwaukee College Prep. They believe in high expectations, strong character, and academic excellence. Starting as early as age 3, MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee. And the best part, MCP is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and goes to college and beyond, Milwaukee College Prep is the place. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to learn more. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to learn more. Also, you still think you're going to use those old chemicals sitting under your sink, in your garage, or down in the basement? Probably not. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away. Take hazardous waste to MMSD Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to Milwaukee County residents. Plus, there are 3 locations open year-round. For hours, locations, and a full list of things you can bring, check out MMSD.com. Let's clean it up, Milwaukee. Let's get those hazardous materials out of the home. We've been talking about the pothole crisis, but I got to get to this other story. They're saying that 2 measures to curb downtown Milwaukee violence is on hold. Notice they separate downtown from everybody else. Downtown got its own plan. I guess it's the business district. They got to make sure that everybody can come downtown. So they're saying now that 2 measures to curb the downtown Milwaukee violence has now been put on hold. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video. Let's listen.
I move to send this back to committee.
Alderman Robert Bauman putting a pin in a measure that would have directed multiple city agencies to draft a plan for security perimeters around downtown entertainment districts.
At this point, it'll probably just be held.
Bauman introduced the measure last month in response to violence on Water Street, hoping to answer whether a fence or weapon checkpoints could make downtown safer.
Like Friday, Saturday night, it kind of gets sketchy. Definitely Water Street.
Just this spring, there's been 2 deadly shootings near the downtown bars. Tuesday, Bauman backpedaled on the security zone idea, pointing to another effort to curb downtown violence that's also on hold.
There's now litigation pending over the food truck regulation, and this is in the same neighborhood in terms of regulatory authority.
A curfew that would have forced downtown food trucks to close at 10 p.m. rather than 1 a.m., stalled by an ongoing lawsuit.
I don't think it'll do much for safety. I think it more so just is unfortunate for the owners.
A judge put a hold on the curfew change, asking the city for more evidence. Now Bauman questioning what power City Hall has over the entertainment districts.
There's that question as to what authority the city actually has to police these entertainment districts and to set regulation for these entertainment districts.
He says he wants downtown business improvement districts to weigh in.
For many months, they've been urging us to take action. And when we take action, they head for the hills. So at this point, they have to step up or we're going to step back.
All right. Well, why are they picking on the food trucks? I mean, I guess they're saying a lot of people like to crowd around the food trucks because they got some food. Yeah, they would have to give me more evidence to show that food trucks are the reason that people are coming downtown to beat people up. It may have been the alcohol or other drugs.
I think the theory is if there's fewer things for people to hang around and do, the less likely people are going to hang around and do something stupid.
And so let me X out the food truck.
Yeah, not right, but I think that's where their head's at.
Also, we got another story that I wanted to get out there. There was a construction worker hit by a truck on Tuesday in Franklin. And those stories are just super tragic that, you don't want to see nothing like that happen. But we got some audio on that with the construction worker being hit by a truck on Tuesday in Franklin. Let's listen.
We turn now to Franklin here at 10, where a county truck hit and injured a Milwaukee County Department of Transportation worker. It happened just after 3 near Loomis and Ryan Roads. The worker then went to the hospital. They are expected to survive. In a statement, a county spokesperson says, quote, "Safety is MCDOT's #1 priority. We take all incidents that impact the safety of our employees and the public seriously. A cause is now under investigation."
All right, well, y'all it's going to be a lot of construction out there. A lot of things happening with these people that's working construction out there on the. Sometimes they be in a high traffic situation. So y'all, look. I thought they had those orange cones out there so people can go around the construction. I don't know.
Don't they wear like neon vests?
Yeah, they do. They got the vest. They got there's usually some guy out there with a stop sign.
It sounds like somebody might have been like a little distracted driving.
Yeah, it could have been.
How do you hit somebody?
We also, look, they getting outrageous with this prom thing. They getting outrageous with the prom thing. I mean, you always got to one-up somebody. You always got to one-up somebody at prom. Well, in Chicago, a prom arrival by helicopter causes a stir after landing in public park. Hey, they had to show up in the helicopter. But the helicopter landed in the public park. They go, hey, you must be the man. You pulled up the prom in the helicopter. We got video on this if you're watching this rebroadcast live. Let's listen.
This is bad. Markham Police body cam shows the moment officers rushed to Rossner Park for a helicopter behind the field house. They quickly talked to the pilot.
So is there like any registration information on this?
The chopper landed for a prom send-off for the park's executive director, Quintina Brown's daughter.
Was there any communication between the city and here about the aircraft?
I got it okay through the park board. I didn't just, what's going on with the city. So.
Okay, so the park board okayed it?
Yes, our park board president right there.
But listen to what the park board president tells the officer.
It's not a park district event. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the park district.
Yet the helicopter landed next to homes, not to mention clearly on park property.
There was never any communication.
The village manager says that's the biggest problem because safety of everyone in the park was compromised.
We would have put our residents on notice, right? I think first and foremost, we have to think safety first. We'd have sent out flyers.
But Brown on scene provided officers with this notice, signed by her to authorize the landing. Oh, the park district, they can't give authorization. At one point, police say Brown expected the helicopter to fly her daughter over the park, but officers quickly grounded that idea.
As of now, he cannot take the young lady on the prom thing. Okay.
She is taking her pictures.
Oh, she's taking the pictures? Okay, so she's going by the party. Okay.
Ain't nobody upset about it.
Okay.
But Markham City attorney is upset.
Did the board approve it? Who paid for it?
Officers gave Brown and the pilot citations for disorderly conduct and landing on public property.
Landing at a park is kind of crazy. Both the park district and the city would have been sued if something, God forbid, had happened.
How did they even... Why didn't they just leave from where the helicopter was? Well, it would have been better if they had have just came in the helicopter and got out. He came to pick her up. Like, whose idea was this? Nobody's going to notice that a helicopter is landing in the middle of a park. But hey, you got to one up. They paid the money. They paid the pilot.
I think my prom, we just took like a limo, and I think there was like 13 of us.
Yeah, back in the day, the limo was the big thing.
Now it's a helicopter.
You got to just go big.
That's crazy, man.
I want to go to prom in a helicopter.
That's wild.
Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant.
Come on, man.
And I'm just saying, rest in peace. Like anything, they saying that you could have put people in danger.
I agree. I just think about those kids playing basketball and stuff like that.
Okay, so what was the plan here?
Doesn't seem like there was a great one.
It wasn't even a plan. You paid somebody to come land at a park that you didn't even have permission for. That's all I'm saying. Who's going to pay for their kid? You can put that money in something to where they can make an investment. How much you think this costs?
Ooh, I can find out for you.
How much do you think flying your kid to prom cost? And they didn't even get the ride. This is a lot. They could invest that money for the long run. Maybe they got money. Maybe they got it like that in today's times with the high gas prices.
Standard base flight around $1,500.
$1,500 for the helicopter to show up at a park to fly you over to school and land back down so you can go to prom.
They got a photograph package too. Give extra $500, $800
to take pictures with the helicopter.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
trying to spend $2,000 on getting your daughter flown around in a helicopter?
Maybe they used that 7-step plan and got a baller. Maybe the mom, they secured the bag somehow.
I can't even think of a Chicago Bulls player that would do that.
I'm just saying. Well, I guess it is prom season, though. I ain't never seen this, though. People flying in with the helicopter, but...
Is this the craziest one you've seen?
This is probably the craziest prom idea that I've seen so far. Having a plane land without permission in the park to come pick her up, to fly her back up, to bring her back down.
I remember when people would rent the Lambos and the Ferraris and stuff like that for prom. Like, that was kind of wild. This is even wilder.
Not Really a City Girl says, I like the idea, but follow safety precautions. Barbara says, I took the hop to prom. Now, look, let me tell you something. The hop don't drop you off really nowhere. I wish the hop dropped us off at least at the Bucks game. At least at either the convention center. Well, I do think I see something, or is that a bus stop? It could be a bus stop. I don't think the hop drops you off really anywhere. I rode the hop, and it just lets you out, and you just got to walk the rest of the way.
The other day when you were sick, Tory, I was walking around the town, and I followed like kind of where the hop was and stuff, and people were getting on and off it like crazy. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, but a lot of people live down here too.
Yeah, but like
on a nice day, if you live downtown, all I need is to be a couple blocks away from where I rent the apartment. But let's say I'm coming here to see an event. Can I get dropped off at the Market Center?
Nah.
Can I get dropped off at the Pfizer Forum? Can I get dropped off at the Bear Center? Hey, we still trying to figure out where it really drops off. You know, at least a couple blocks away. At least drop you off a couple blocks away from Jazz in the Park. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have a recap on the show today, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on May 19th.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
Got him swinging. Threw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in May 19th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
An unsuspecting driver at a Milwaukee barbershop.
I got an apprentice here shadowing me. I'm gonna put this hot towel on, man. About a good 3 minutes, all right?
The apprentice is Donald Driver.
So when you come here, you drive?
Yes.
Your car got seatbelts?
Yeah.
You wear them?
No.
Okay, but why not?
Because I don't want to.
But do you know you can get a ticket for that? I'm gonna give you a ticket. Bet you wish you buckle up now.
Oh my God.
Donald Driver can't always be there to remind you.
Take it, click it. There we go. Click it or ticket.
And let's reduce fatalities on Wisconsin roadways. Sponsored by Wisconsin DOT.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got the recap. What's going on with the recap, Andrew?
All right, like always, we start off at the top, Tor. We opened up the show talking about you talking to the kids. You helped out the babies today. You talked about bullying in your series where you go to school to school to school.
Right.
And we talked about how bullying is still a problem with the youth today.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I was talking to some gentlemen from the King Center, some guys that had hold boxing courses and things like that. I really believe that these kids that are being bullied need to get into some kind of self-defense ideas so they can have the confidence as they continue to go out, not only through their education, but throughout life, to where they can defend themselves and not just be a victim of bullying. I think that's one small thing that needs to happen. Also, we need to have a safety idea in place for kids that are being bullied in schools. And many times, I don't see that. I don't see a real good plan in place, at least from the situations I had to address.
Obviously, self-defense is the most important thing there. Self-confidence is the most important thing there. But you know me, I'm a Milwaukee sports fan, Tory. If you get more kids into boxing, we might get some gold gloves coming through the city. I'm just saying. I'm not hating it.
Hey, it might be powerful.
Not hating the idea.
We working on it.
All right, so we talked about what does it take to file a claim, and the story of today, Tory, was the potholes in the city of Milwaukee.
Oh, wow, that just took over the whole conversation
Took over
today.
the whole convo
Pothole
today.
crisis.
Yeah, so if you missed any of the show, go back and listen to hour one of the podcast. You can go back and watch on YouTube. But we had a good news story that broke down exactly how you need to file these claims, because it's not going to be easy.
Like I said, and they going to fight you, too.
Tooth and nail.
That don't mean just because you filed a claim that they're going to say, okay, here go the money.
No.
They're going to say you have to prove that your car was damaged by the pothole. Hopefully they got them flock cameras. Maybe you can go get them flock cameras. If you got a flock camera nearby the pothole, you might got some evidence.
I can all but guarantee you,
Request the camera footage.
I can all but guarantee you know how hard you fight to get body cam footage. You're going to have twice as hard to get flock cam footage to see your car. Oh, yeah, 100%. They're not going to give that away for you at all.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying, it's not true.
You can always try.
Hey, man, like anything worth doing, it's not going to be easy
It's
to do.
taxpayers' dollars paying for it anyway, so you can give it a try.
You call us and let us know how that goes.
I got to hit a pothole first and tear up my car.
Hey, tell the Uber driver, don't swerve this time.
Right.
All right, so in the pop culture report, we had maybe the story of the year, talking about these text messages that were exposed in Atlanta, Tory, where these These white women are trying to lock down these athletes.
Lock down the brothers.
The 7 steps to locking down an athlete. Of those 7, which one impressed you the most?
1 through 4.
Yeah?
That narrowed everything down to 3% of women. Read the 7 things right away before. So for those that are just joining in, 7 ways to lock down a prime athlete on the rise.
Yeah, no, Tory. The crazy part about it too is that, like, I think one of them was like, you got to be okay with cheating. So here they are, the top 4 for you. At number 1, you're his prize. Remember, he can change your life. You can't change his.
You got to stay down.
At number 2, essentially, be okay with cheating.
You got to stay down until he come up.
Yeah, be okay with cheating. Don't go.
Don't bother him.
Don't bother him.
Close the door.
Integrate yourself entirely in his life. He can't live without you. You got to make sure.
Making the doctor's appointments. You nursing him when he gets sore. You picking up the phone. Hey, he sleep right now. Can you call him back? Basically, his secretary.
Yeah, the personal assistant. And then maybe the hardest one, Tory. Don't embarrass him.
Right. Don't make him look bad.
Don't cheat. Don't text other men. If you're going to chase the cleats, only chase his cleats.
Well, when you on the road to power, they always watch the woman that's next to you. And if she's all quirky and acting crazy, they're gonna think you weak.
Oh, yeah.
So they're saying be totally under his control so he can look powerful. More so he can prop him up as more powerful.
Do you remember former Badger Russell Wilson on draft night, his girlfriend? She was like, great photo of her yelling in his ear in the draft. Did not look very professional. He obviously left her at some point. But you got a good point there. Don't embarrass him. Don't get in these pictures.
And this is the rule to get black athletes.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what's the rules to get the white athletes.
What's your IRA?
It's white athletes. Why they don't have a rule book for them?
Well, we got to call our friend Diana Rossini, try to figure out, how'd you pull?
What's the rule to get the white athlete?
I have no idea.
It's because they got a rule for black athletes. I wonder the white women got the rule for how to get the white guys.
Do white women want the white athlete?
Oh, wow.
I mean, let's have a conversation.
Hey, you played sports.
I did play sports.
Did they want you?
Can confirm no. Can confirm negatory.
Oh, wow.
Tory. Then we talked about Michael Jackson's strange eating habits. He had a weird schedule for his food. It was he wanted to have KFC and everything else like that. Yeah, what did you think about that?
I mean, KFC was cracking back in the days, though. Yeah. They had the chicken, they had the corn, they had the biscuit, they had some coleslaw. I mean, back then there wasn't a lot of controversy. The 11 herbs and spices, KFC was cracking back in the day.
Tory, I'll be honest with you. I've been to KFC once in my life. I'm a Popeyes guy, not a big KFC guy.
You love some chicken from Popeyes?
Love some chicken from Popeyes. Yes, sir. All right. Drayshawn Coleman joined us to talk about getting hassled by the police in small town Wisconsin. Reminded everybody once again that there are sundown towns in Wisco.
Well, we always know sundown towns. We just got evidence of another person being harassed. But what we're going to try to do about it is try to bring the attention to maybe a legal situation to make sure that we check that behavior, because we can't let them feel like, okay, they're untouchable when they do stuff like this. Because the next time, you heard he said he was in fear that they was going to take him out in the bushes. And they was cracking their knuckles and everything, driving the long way around the cornfields. Hey, they tried to, make sure that he don't never come back. And he gave up his route ultimately after the experience.
And honestly, like you said, he has an open invite to come back on the show. He has even more documentation, videos, photos potentially of what happened. And of course, looking for that body cam footage as well for that interaction, Tory.
Yeah, he got some footage. He sent me the footage. I got some footage. So when we bring him back next time, we're going to run the footage. But I want to see if we can get some police body cam footage as well.
Yeah, and I'm curious what their side of the story is, too, on that. I have a sneaking suspicion I know it, but it's nice to hear it from them exactly. All right, then finally, Tory, we talked about the city trying to curb violence downtown in Milwaukee. The two big things, they want to put up fences and have checkpoints for weapons, and they want to get rid of our food vendors. Do you think either of those move the needle at all?
They sound like a prison. Sound like they finna put you in a prison when you come downtown. There's going to be a big gate around there, checkpoints. Sound like what happened with the RNC when they had the RNC here, when they had the big gate around.
Sounds
downtown.
like prison with better music.
Yeah, and you know, it'll still be fun, but it'll be half empty.
Debatable.
Hey, look. Well, look. Thanks for that recap. I'll say this. You know, we got a lot of issues with the potholes. We got a lot of issues with sundown towns. It's always a crisis going on. But look, we're here for it. And salute to everybody for tuning in to the show today. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody out there in Radio Land. Salute to everybody that called in. Keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. Up next.